bunch of video.
Hello everyone, my name is Amol Nirgudkar. I'm the CEO of Patient Prism, and I am delighted to welcome my great friend, my mentor, the person who I started my entire dental career with, Fred Joyal, to our makeshift Patient Prism studios. Welcome, Fred.
Thank you for having me, Amol.
I am excited to finally be back with people.
It is great. It is great to see a lot of old friends, a lot of new faces. I mean, it's been a great crowd here.
This industry is just going through a renaissance, and
Yes.
I think we're going to see some amazing things happen over the next few years. What I'm excited about, I get excited to talk to you anyway, but I'm excited about your brand new book.
Yes.
And I have it in my hand. I just finished reading it. It's SuperBold, From Underconfident to Charismatic in 90 Days. And I read this over the weekend because I knew I was going to see Fred, and I actually ordered a copy of it. He sent me a PDF a long time ago before it was published. Thank you very much for that. And I listened to him on Audible, because if you ever have read Fred's books, you should buy the book and do the Audible too, because you really get to hear him talk about, you get to hear him talk, and you get to feel the feelings that he's feeling when he gives you stories about things that have happened in his life that have made his career. So
yeah, because it's me reading. I always read my books.
Correct.
Just because I know how I want them read.
That's
so
right.
I read this one too. So.
So tell me why. I know you were working on this project for a long time. Why did you write this book?
Because I grew up as a very shy person myself, and over many years I figured out my way out of it. Because I thought bold people were just born that way.
Right.
You know, and then I went, but I had bold moments, and I started to analyze how they happened, and I started to watch bold people, and I figured out a way to build my confidence and boldness to higher and higher levels, to the point where I can speak on a stage 5,000 people comfortably. I can't wait to get out there.
Right.
So, and I'll walk up and meet anyone. I've met billionaires, I've met famous actors, and but also I want people to not have regrets in life, to go out in the world and not miss out on opportunities, on fun, on adventure, on relationships. Take chances, start businesses, ask for a raise, ask for a promotion, introduce yourself to that person who could be the person of your dreams.
Absolutely. And so this book is not a business book, right?
No.
Obviously it'll help you in your business, but it'll help you in every aspect of your life, as long as you are willing to take the chance. And there's a couple of words you use in the book. One is hesitation, right?
Yes. Hesitation is the opportunity killer.
And then there is another word where you say, how do you, and you define the difference between confidence
and boldness.
And boldness, right?
Yeah. Confidence is how you feel. You feel good, you feel that confidence. Boldness is confidence in action. You're doing stuff. And the book is about doing stuff. The book is not something to read. The book is something to think about certain things, to have certain insights, but then it's full of exercises that you do to build your confidence steadily, so that over 90 days you are significantly more confident and bolder than you ever were.
One of the things I've noticed in my career is oftentimes people never ask for a promotion. They never feel entitled to ask for what they want.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is what I feel is that it's the way they were raised. But what did you think the reasons were why people are who they are? Or was it your upbringing? Was it your family?
They experienced embarrassment or rejection or something like that at an early enough age, or they were pushed into uncomfortable situations and they retreated. They didn't like that feeling, so they decided to play it safe. And of course, is that really what you want on your tombstone? Is I played it as safe as possible my whole life.
Correct.
It's like, no, I would want, I never missed an opportunity. I don't have regrets as much as possible. Because there will be times when you will only get one shot. I use the example of giving a eulogy for someone. If you can't say, oh, I don't like to speak in public, I'm afraid, you will get one chance to eulogize that dear friend or that parent. and you will regret it the rest of your life. And so it's things like that. I want people to be bold enough to seize every situation.
I think was it Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan says you will miss 100% of the shots you did not take.
Yes.
And that's it, right?
That's the essence of it.
Is being bold means also to accept failure and learn from it.
Yeah, it's just steps up. Bold people have learned that failures are only failures if you're not learning something, if you're not gaining something, and they figure out 99% of the time nothing bad happens unless you label it that way.
Correct.
Whereas shy people, underconfident people, we label it as, oh, that was bad, I'm embarrassed, I'm hurt, I should be ashamed. Bold people go, yeah, I'm just laughing at that.
But what's an exercise to, if I know a person who is that way, right? Who constantly thinks about what other people are going to think if they speak up, or they wear a certain outfit, or they wear shoes, whatever that might be, right? And it takes a lot, right? It takes a lot of courage, but a lot of people just don't have that courage.
Yeah.
To be bold, to make a statement, because something in their life gave them the idea that, oh no, you've got to have a certain way of living, acting, behaving.
Yeah.
So how do you break that mindset? What's like the one hack?
There's two things you can do. The hack is, we were told as children, don't talk to strangers.
Right.
As a grown-up, talk to strangers. Because it's harmless. Whatever happens, it's a stranger.
Correct.
You could say, hi, I'm Amol, I would love to meet you. And they go, I wouldn't like to meet you at all. And you go, okay, and walk away. Because you had nothing ventured in that whole thing. It was a complete stranger. It was the person in the Starbucks line or something like that.
Right.
So it's important to know that that's what's going to happen, right? And also to just say, I'm going to do something every day that I can handle, that pushes me a little bit into my discomfort zone. Not deep into it, just a little bit more and a little bit more every day.
You know, we see in dentistry, if we come back to the profession or the industry we've been in, we see in dentistry all the time where we know what's right for the patient. We know that the treatment that we are offering is the right thing. We know they need that deep cleaning. We know they need that crown. But somehow our belief system prevents us from expressing that to the patient because we feel bad talking about that conversation that's going to improve their life because we're just not bold. So that this again, there's a huge application of this.
Oh, it takes boldness to ask for referrals from a patient and ask them to recommend you. It takes boldness to terminate somebody that should go in the office. It takes boldness to present a large treatment case.
Right.
This you think, wow, $30,000, $40,000, this is expensive. I don't want to say it out loud. The dentists who have learned to say it out loud hear yes a certain amount of the time.
Right.
But it takes boldness. You got to build your boldness muscle so that you can do larger and larger cases just for that reason alone. Because you're not going to present a $90,000 case if you've never presented anything over $8,000.
That's right. That's right.
But there are people who present $90,000 cases. And the patients go, when do we start? Because you came at it with the confidence like, I am highly skilled at this, and this is the best thing for you.
So what do you tell people who says, Fred, okay, you're an established author. Yes, you grew up shy, but then you fixed it. Now it's easy for you to be bold. You've written 3 books, you started big companies, you're a well-known guy. So now, you can be easily bold and you don't care. But I haven't written any books. I haven't done anything. Well, I got to start somewhere. Yeah. And again, you did start somewhere too. But it's the initial step to boldness. It's the initial step. Is it? And you're saying to me that maybe you take it in steps, like you take increments.
It's all baby steps. One of the principles of the book is control the dosage of the experience, so it's not too intense. But one of the things I say, and it's a mantra, when you tell yourself over and over something that you want to believe, it eventually becomes part of what you believe. Absolutely. One of the things is to say to yourself, I belong everywhere. Wherever I am, I belong here. And that's powerful because a lot of times we're always saying, well, I don't know if I belong here. I don't know if these people, I'm not a billionaire, but I'll walk up to a billionaire and have a normal conversation with them because they're a human being.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. No, I think it applies, and I read through the book. I got a lot out of it, and obviously, in many ways, I've learned to be bolder over the years. And obviously, when you run a business and you're out there trying to sell, there's no choice but to be bold.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you'll starve, or it'll go under.
It'll
so
go
you got
under.
to step up.
But really, to achieve your fullest potential, you want to have that boldness within you that really makes you eventually, at the end of the day, happy. I mean, whether it's relationships, whether it's promotions, whether it's you're talking to your patient and you're asking them to do it,
Yeah.
and you've got to be bold, and and you can cultivate that. One of the things you talk about is there's no such thing as you're born with boldness. You can absolutely cultivate boldness. And you have the toolkit, right? 90 days, if you follow the exercises, you're gonna become a bolder person that's gonna not be necessarily arrogant. It doesn't mean arrogant.
No, it doesn't mean walking all over people or
Right,
anything.
right.
It's I want you to have a positive impact wherever you go. I just want you to do it boldly. Try to achieve big dreams. We need serious help with the world at this
Right,
point.
absolutely.
We need people who are willing to step up and do really bold things and solve big problems. I want to help as many people as possible feel like they can do that.
So what's the best way to order the book? Just go to Amazon.
Easiest way is to find it on Amazon. It's on Kindle, it's on Audible, and it's in hardcover. And you can also go to my website. If you were to, let's say you bought the Kindle version,
Okay.
and you wanted a printout of the exercises, you can go to fredjoyal.com, get
Okay.
a printout of the exercises.
Of the exercise, wonderful.
So
I absolutely recommend you getting those books. I have read all of Fred's book. Everything Was Marketing was #1. That's what started my journey into dentistry. Becoming Remarkable is a phenomenal way to understand how to make a remarkable practice and a remarkable patient experience. And the third book. So anytime I read Fred's books, they're easy to read, they're easy to understand, and it's easy to put yourself in those shoes because he has humanized all these complex thoughts into simple ideas that anybody can implement. Fred, what a pleasure it is to talk to you, and I'm excited about how this book does next year, and it's going to help so many people, not in our industry, but all over the world, kind of become and take the next steps to get the life and design the life that they deserve by just being bold.
couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.